Welcome to PPGYT Nutrition. My name is Samantha, and tonight we're cooking up a super delicious crispy almond butter tofu with cauliflower rice. Yum, yum, sounds so good already. It is vegan and gluten-free and lots of vegetables. So let's go into the kitchen, guys, and get started. For our ingredients today, we are going to be using some firm tofu. I'll show you how we're going to dry that out after. This is our cauliflower we're going to be making into a rice. We have some green vegetables. We're using an asparagus and sugar snaps for today. And we have some sesame oil, soy sauce, our almond butter, of course, a little bit of garlic that we'll be mixing into our dressing. To get started, we're going to begin with our tofu. We're using a farm tofu, and key is here, in order to keep it nice and crispy, we're going to dry it out first. Make sure that it's nice and patted down. This one's already pretty dry. Then we're gonna slice it all up into our dices, trying to keep it fairly even. And then what helps here is that we're gonna actually throw it into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes, and that's gonna help remove all of that extra moisture that we have in the tofu. So these maybe aren't as beautifully even as I wanted, but here we are. Perfect. So, and now we're gonna place this on our tray, throw it in the oven while we get the rest of our meal going. Now it's time to get into our cauliflower rice. We're gonna be using a food processor today to grind it up into our rice. If you don't have a food processor at home, that's fine. You can also use a vegetable grater, or you can also, maybe your grocer sells it already pre-cut to purchase, ready to go. Just gonna slice it into a few smaller pieces, get that blending up a little bit faster, and then it's gonna be time to blend. Now we're gonna get started with our dressing, which we're going to marinate our tofu with once it's out of the oven. We have some sesame oil, some low sodium soy sauce, of course our almond butter, a little dash of our sriracha for something spicy, and just a dash of honey for some sweets. We'll mix this all together, and this will be going onto our crispy tofu. All of our measurements will of course be in the description below. My tofu is out of the oven and has this really nice dry crispiness to it already, but we're gonna add even more flavor. So we have our frying pan over on the side. We're going to add this in, add all of that delicious dressing we just finished making, and this is gonna stay here on the oven for about 5 more minutes. While this is getting nice and warm and crispy, soaking up all that flavor, we're gonna head over to our cauliflower rice and our vegetables and get that heated as well. For this, we're gonna just use a little bit of garlic and some sesame oil for heating that up, and we're just gonna cook that until it's slightly brown. Once that's finished, we're gonna add in our vegetables. Again, we're using an asparagus and some nice sugar snaps. Get creative with what vegetables you wanna use. Once all that's warmed up, then we're gonna come into plating. Now everything is all finished, it's time to plate this dish. So we're gonna start with our cauliflower rice. Smells so good in this kitchen, guys. We have some nice asparagus and our greens coming in. Our crispy almond butter tofu. Look at that goodness. A bit of toppings with some green onion. And I always love a little extra squeeze of lemon. Leave that wedge on the side, and dinner is served. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen. Be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys back for the next.